Now let's talk about Bein Hazmanim. For a few minutes, Bein Hazmanim, the Olam is back. Baruch Hashem, Chazdei Hashem, Hagoyim Lechem, Magadov. Amen. Baruch Hagoyim Lechem. Should bring some Mishnayos and some Gemaras to davening because the Goyimos are Pashat going all over the place. If you know what I'm talking about, if not, okay. Anyway, so Bein Hazmanim is a time where a lot of us are tested. We are not in our regular structure, our regular schedule with our Rebbe around. And now it's a time that we could call it a battlefield for many of us. For some of you, maybe not. And that is awesome. Kol hakavod, keep steigen and making siyumim on kol ha-mesechtes. But for those of us who are struggling and who are about to start Bein Hazmanim and we don't have a structure or a schedule, let's talk about a few ideas that perhaps we could make this Bein Hazmanim better than last Bein Hazmanim. That's the point. The point is to make this one better than last one and to try to keep this man strong. So number one, I would suggest for everybody, minyan. For those of you who are davening minyan, whether you're davening b'yechidus and you're female, or you're davening with a minyan and you are male, or you're a female going to minyan, whatever the case is. Anyways, the point is, do it the same time every day. Start off your day, whatever time, let's say 6:30 in the morning, 6:15, well, no, I'm joking. I like maybe 8 o'clock or 8:30 or 9 o'clock, just big Zman Kriya Shema and Zman Tefillah, obviously. But whatever it is that you do, whichever minyan you go to the same one. Don't be one day 6 and one day 12 and one day 10. Every day I wake up at 8:30. I am by the 9 o'clock minyan every single day. There's a structure. There's a schedule. I feel good about myself. I'm accomplishing. And then you make your day from them. That's number one. And again, if it's a little bit later, whatever the case is, fine. If you're davening at home, for all the girls out there, so daven at the same time every day. Make that your schedule. That is number one. Number two, you have to have a goal. Number two, have a goal. Make a goal, Bein Hazmanim, that this Bein Hazmanim you're going to accomplish A, B, and C, wherever you are holding in your life. Do it. You could do it. Start off something small. We decided, me and my chavrusas, that we are going to try to go through Tainus, Parak Aleph of Tainus. That's the Gemara. We're going to go through this Bein Hazmanim, and we're going to try to master it. So pick something, pick a sefer in English, in Hebrew, whatever it is, and make that your goal. So every day you have something to do. If you're able to get chavrusas, obviously first seder, second seder, night seder, and lunch, and obviously do that if you could, if you're capable. But you have to have a goal, make something, figure something out. You could do this, and this is going to help you steig and help your schedule and help your structure as well. Okay, the next thing obviously is kibbud avayim, which is pashut halacha in the Torah. It's a mitzvah, kibbud avayim. A lot of us are coming back to our parents. And for a lot of people that have spoken to me, they're very, very scared, very afraid. Oh no, World War III. So remember the halachas of kibbud avayim. Try to chazer some of the halachas. Try to remember that your parents are people too. Try to remember that your children are people too. Avos Yisrael. And b'siyad d'shmai, we try to work on that as much as possible. Obviously, each person in their own level. Okay. That is number 3, I think, or something like that. The next thing is internet. The internet is devastating, destructive, and horrible. And when we fall and when we make mistakes and when we see things that we should not see and when we go down in levels, we have to remember that it's literally the same thing as looking at a country. We could really use Ukraine as an example. Right? You take a look at some cities in Ukraine, how they have literally been decimated after a tornado, after a hurricane, different places. When you look at the aftermath, that is what happens when we fall in the next world, in all the ilamis up there. When we fall, it's very, very scary what happens. And that's what it looks like. It looks like a destroyed city. It looks like a world that was destroyed with our actions. So we have to be very, very careful to stay away from the internet. But I really need it to get a filter. No, but you don't understand. I understand. I understand very well. Very well. You got to get yourself a filter. You got to get yourself protected. Fact. If not, you're setting yourself up for failure. And even if you don't fail, it doesn't make a difference. You don't care to fail. Like the Rabbeinu Yonah says, if you don't even put a protection, then that means you don't care. That's a problem. You also need a value system like we've spoken about thousands of times. Maybe not thousands, but a lot. You need to have a value system. Who are you? Who do you want to be? What are your lines? What do you cross? What don't you cross? Who's your role models? Make sure that you have a value system also, because when your filter breaks, which it never, I don't know when it breaks, but if it breaks, or you find out how to get around your phone, figure it out. I had a guy today, believe it or not, who called me up. He said, I just figured out, it's the first day, man, I just figured out how to get around my phone. What do I do? I said, turn your phone off and give it to your father and get over here. Half hour. So there are people, you could do it. You have the power. But if the filter does fall, you have to have a value system also. Do not just let everything explode because let me just make sure that the filter's down. No, you got to be stronger than that. So value system and internet filter, and stay away anyway. Stay with you guys. Enjoy. Steig away. Have a good time. Go out a little bit, but don't stay on your computer. It's like ridiculous. Movies and music, obviously, we all know about that stuff. You got to stay away. You got to stay away as much as you can. For sure, the things that are devastating, detrimental, and will destroy your neshama. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. A lot of times when people forget who they are and they forget who they represent and how chashuv and valuable they are, they fall. So don't forget. When you're in yeshiva, you have your rebbeim, you have your this, you have your that. Don't forget who you are, how special you are. Okay? If you have a rebbe, call your rebbe often. Be in touch with them. Be in touch. Keep this together. Keep the geschmack, keep the fire, keep it all together. When you are attacked by a Yetzer Hara, wherever that Yetzer Hara may be, just say no right away. Instead of negotiating and talking about it and hacking and lumdus and I'm just going to start. I'm not going to get there, but I'm going to start. Don't even start. The second you start, you're done. You have to have like an iron dome system in your head. An iron dome system, the way it works is, I have no clue. But what it looks like is the second it sees something, it just shoots off and just explodes in its face. The Yetzer Hara comes, just shoot, explode it, finished, weiter. Don't even think about it, just change gears and just go. And the final thing is, like I said before, you have to remember who you are. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to realize that you really could succeed. Just because last Bein Hazmanim you didn't, does not mean that this Bein Hazmanim you won't. Here is a time to build your confidence. The more you're successful in this area, the more you are going to build your confidence. And now is the time to be successful. A lot of people fail. A lot of people fall in whatever it is because they don't believe they could succeed. You could succeed. You have no idea. So b'siyata d'shmaya, just be strong. And Rabbi said we need it. There's a lot going on in the world, and as we said, we're going to work on ourselves. Ben adam l'chavirei, ben adam l'makam tshuva. We're going to make cheshbon nefesh, all that stuff. But we need you. We need every single person who's even on TorahAnytime listening to the share. We need you on our team, and we need you to be the best that you can because Klal Yisrael needs you. We need every soldier for Hashem that we could have right now. We got to be the best avadim. We got to be the ambassadors. We got to be the light onto the nations, onto the world. And we got to bring this geula. So if we all join together and unify right now in our steiging, Meir Hashem, we could bring the geula b'mehira v'yameinu.